life, if you understand me or not. Misunderstand me or not, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. And if you think I'm wrong or not, long as it's what I want, me, I'm okay. I'm okay. Cause who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I dey love my life, get my peace of mind, I dey try survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody holy bad. And my happiness comes first, I never come left to stress, yeah. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Me, I know they care for stunting, I only care for money. I never care for perfect, as long as I'm happy. See me, I know for sure they know me. Young boy, but I know G. 6 years, no be small thing. And since I entered the game, fatality. All the troubled days, sleepless nights, things I see inside life. I do catch Charlie the things I see. No, they live to impress nobody. They doubt my thing, them forget. So only pandemic, me. Oh no, oh no. Who are you to judge me like say you be holy past? I dey love my life, get my peace of mind, I dey try survive. We all be sinners, my body, nobody holy bad. And my happiness comes first, I never come life to stress, yeah. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. Nah, I be like Terminator, I dey deliver, I pass the doctor. I'm not moved by what I see. I know who I be. I just want my peace, make money day. I go get everything I need in my own timing. Koni kojami, koni DJ. So many people deny. Oluwa don't go sign. Can't believe this my life. Everything come align. They look at me so surprised. Somebody low don't buy. I know it's hurting your pride. Believe me, I don't mind. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we are plenty spending like it's nothing. Party no they stop when we pop. Yeah, we are plenty spending like it's nothing. Say me I know they worry cause Oluwa don't consign me. I know they put my foot no cost.
All right, so you're still tuned to Love 99.5. It's a beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. It is the 21st of July, and some amazing people are celebrating their birthday. Of course, Kofi Dudonfe celebrating his birthday today. He is with our newsroom. He is a news editor there. Sokoban Fatilos with Isha 104.5. He's also celebrating the birthday today. And a very special lady, Marian Educhumwa Adekusi. She's a final year student of the School of Law, K University, and she is also celebrating her birthday today. So to you, Marian Educhumwa Adekusi, happy birthday to you. It's coming from your daddy, Edward Adekusi. So enjoy your day. All right, so we're here to bring to you Love in the Morning, and this is our conversation. Listen, it is said that the youth are the future leaders of every country, and of course, by extension, the world. So for the youth to be able to do this and do it well, they need to have, love for the country, have love for the world, have hope that, things are being put in place for them to be able to do this and achieve this, and also have the right requisite skills. As I speak right now, many Ghanaians are leaving the country. And I'm talking about, nurses are leaving, doctors are leaving, teachers are leaving the shores of Ghana just to go and seek greener pastures. Now, if you are a youth, or you have a youth who lives with you, if you look at what is happening in Ghana right now, the state Ghana is in right now, do you feel that the future is bright, they have a bright future, or you think it's bleak for them? All I'm asking, how does the future of the youth in Ghana look like? That's our conversation this morning. How does the future of the youth in Ghana look like? And so we'd like to hear from you. Our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. That's our WhatsApp number, 055-1111-995. And earlier on, I was making mention of the fact that, listen, many of the youth of today have gone to school. They have studied so hard and they want to, get a job to do. Unfortunately, there are no jobs. So that youth has gone to school, has done his bit, studied so hard. He's looking for a job for a year, 2, 3, or even more, has not been able to land himself a job. How frustrating is that for the youth of today? What does that say to the youth about the future or his future in this country? We have people who are into Galamsey, and Leo Stanley will tell you the kind of distraction that Galamsey is bringing to our environment. All right? So if we are destroying the environment right now, that youth of today, what does the future hold for that youth? Leo, I don't know the last time you went to the hospital, but if you want to go to the hospital right now, question is, what's the shape of our facilities? So what we've decided to do is to have this conversation, and as I speak, we're live on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM. Now, there are some young guys, who are joining us for this conversation on the phone lines, and so I'm going to give them pseudonames, all right? It's not their real name. So I'm going to call them Kofi and Ama are on the phone lines right now, and they are also a youth, and they'll be telling us about their own experience in Ghana as they live here as well. So Kofi and Ama, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Kofi, let me start off with you. Tell me about yourself. Your age, how far you've gone in school, how long maybe you've been searching for a job, whether you found one. Tell us a bit about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to say. It's about time that our voices should be heard. You see, I myself, I am an accounting graduate, actually. I have my degree, my first degree in accounting. I won't call myself the brightest, but I tried my best upon all the stress, learning, hostel life. You see, going through all that, and not forgetting, as I said, I am an average student, and going forward to get my degree. And then, since graduating in 2019, I've been searching all over. And you know the most pathetic part? The thing that, the thing that bores me the most is in the government sector. When there is an opportunity within the local government, you would apply and then you hear, I'm not sure you're going to get a vacancy here unless you pay 12,000. Yes, I've been victimized before. There was a time that I submitted most of the documents needed for me to get a job, and then a certain amount of thousands of cedis, tens of thousands of cedis were requested of me. Should I have 20,000? Do you think I'll still be in this country? So actually, it's a sad thing. So the talent drain that's going on is not going to end now. It's not going to end now. I've actually showed most people the way of, as the Nigerians say, Japa. I have about 5 friends who have just left the country, and I aided. Yes, I aided in doing so. But unfortunately, I didn't have the financial muscle back then. But then you're pulling something up. You see, sometimes I feel like the old people leading our country don't need us.
When you say they don't need us, what do you mean by that?
They don't. Actually, it's sad, but then that's the truth.
No, but I want to know, what do you mean by they don't need us?
Okay. First of all, it started when, you see, there is a young man who will be needing a job. You will see this, sorry for my words. If it's too harsh, I will retract it. I wouldn't like to say sinner, but then you see this man, there will be this old man in an office. And then this man is not ready for retirement, even though he's very old. You see these people, they be shaking and all that. But then, well, it's not his time yet. And you, as a young fella going up, you are not going to get a job. So what do? We just venture into trading. If you come to Kumasi Adum, personally, I've also sold phones over there before. I've sold phones, home use phones and other stuff. And the risk involved. You
have done all that to be able to get by. But one thing I am told is that at a point in time you gave up and you even wanted to commit suicide. Can you tell me about that? What drove you to have those thoughts? 2020,
November 2020. That was actually a year after my graduation. I was fed up. Actually, I was fed up. It took something serious. Like I was depressed. Because looking at myself. I actually attended school at Amakum. And when we were in school, there were these laborers working around over there. They were digging the ground, laying pipes. I think they were for communication pipes or something like that. So our teachers used to use them as a case study to show us. When you are not paying attention, they will take you outside and they will show you. And so that's scaring the pants off me. And then doubling up, learning harder, and getting what I need so that I wouldn't be doing that.
Kofi, tell me, how come you didn't commit the suicide then?
I told myself maybe I'm not cut out for this life.
So Kofi, no, you have done so well for yourself. According to you, you're not the brightest of students, but you've done your bit, you've gotten your degree and all that. You once attempted to commit suicide. What prevented you? What stopped you from committing the suicide?
Actually, it was a timely intervention from God, I must say, because during that very moment, I also got ulcer. I was diagnosed with ulcer and a little bit of malaria. So I was admitted at the hospital. So after all the treatments, I was actually admitted for over 2 months because my ulcer, you see the hunger. The ulcer was so severe that, sorry for my words, sometimes my stool had blood in them. So when they treated it for it to be stable and all that, I was very stable that I could be discharged. But they realized that my blood pressure was always on the high. Sometimes, I think that time I was around 25 or so, or 24. My BP could be around 200, 130. So there was this doctor, a very young doctor. He comes to me every day. Charlie, what's wrong? Tell me, talk to me. So it took him for about 3 or 4 days. Then I opened up to him. So he directed me to a shrinker, actually a psychologist at the Kwadaso Government Hospital, the Adventist Hospital over there. So he was the one who actually talked me down and he made me find a trade. So actually now I found a trade, I've learned and all that, which is really helping me a lot.
Kofi, hold on for me, Kofi. Let me rope into the conversation, Amma now. Amma, is your story different from Kofi's, who said, well, he's completed school, he has a degree, he's been looking for a job. There are places he go to where he's asked to pay bribe before he's even given the job, and the hustle that he's gone through. What's your own story, Amma? Amma, good morning. Hello, Amma. Let's work the lines of Amma and see what she would also share with us this morning. But Kofi, back to you. Looking at the situation right now, do you have hope? Do you have a sense that going forward things will get better?
If I'm being honest with you, sir, I don't think so. You see, for this country to get back to how it was, then the whole country, from the presidency to an infant who would be born, I wouldn't say born now, who would be born, let's say 12 noon, there should be an overhauling, like a serious overhauling, or else, you see, the steering wheel has to change. No. Because our mindset, the mindset that we're using is still archaic. It's that of the old. That's what we are using.
So Kofi, hold on for me. Let me rope in Amma now. So, Amma, tell me, what's your story? I mean, tell us about yourself. When you completed school, how long you've been looking for a job, how it's been like looking for a job. Kofi was telling us about he being asked to pay bribes. We have heard stories where some girls are asked to exchange sex for jobs and all that. What's your story?
Yes, it has been really difficult after National Service 2019. And getting a job till now is something else. I think after National Service, I moved to Eastern Region and meant to try and join some particular group of people to do a research job. So after the research job, which I think that was when Corona came in, everything just stopped at once. We stopped working and we need to move back. So I went back to Kumasi. It was never easy. Like, I need to depend on my mom. Even to buy a pad, I need to ask her for money, my mom, who is into petty trading. So, me seeing it that way, I need to move to Accra to try and hunt for a job. So, I think within that period, that was when this security service also started selling phones and other stuff. So, I don't even know how to put the whole thing because it has been really stressed. It has really been stressed all these years.
Apart from getting something from your mother, how else are you able to get some money? How else are you able to survive?
It has been my mom and my friends. For me to survive, it has been my mom and my friends. So not to be a burden on my mom, I need to move to Accra.
But somebody will say that
with a friend who has money and he started this bakery business. So I'm seeing Accra trying to, it's just hand to mouth. I'm a baker now.
You're a baker now?
I'm a baker now. I don't regret doing it, but I remember trying to apply for immigration service and stuff. Like, the money they demanded from me before I could be recruited, because I passed body selection, I wrote the exams. I never got any results or anything. They never called me. What I was asked was to pay money, and I don't have that kind of money, which was 15,000. I don't have it.
But when it comes to the security services, who exactly was asking you for the money?
We have people who work in the security service. Like, we have people who work there, so they claim they have a connection and stuff.
See, but Amma, tell me this. I mean, has there been occasions where people have asked you to exchange sex for a job?
Yes, I think it happened during my national service time. So 2 months for us to be done with national service, I started hunting for job. 2 months. So that's how they would demand, if you do this, I'll let you get the job. If you do this, if you allow me to halfway with you, like.
And have you allowed them to? And if you have not, what made you not to give yourself to them?
I was thinking, if you do it, are you going to get a job? Like, that was it's 50-50.
But Amma, if indeed they'll give you the job, would you have slept with them for a job?
Pardon me?
If you would have gotten the job, if you were really certain you were going to get a job, would you have given yourself to somebody to be able to get that job?
It's really hard to answer that. Maybe I would have, because thinking about the way things are difficult, looking at my mother, how she struggled to put me through, like, why not? But sometimes, I also thought about it that 50-50, it might not work. I'll not get a job, so maybe I'll not do it. But if I had the chance, the 100% assurance that I will get it, why not?
Wow. So when you listen to politicians who promise heaven but don't even, deliver whatever, how does that make you feel? You listen to politicians and all the assurances, all the promises, all the things they say to us, especially the youth. I mean, how does that make you feel?
I don't know. I don't know how to. For politicians, I don't know. I don't want to even talk about them. For politicians, I don't want to talk about them at all. Because I don't know whether I always ask myself this question: is it worthy currently for a youth in Ghana to channel his or her focus towards educational accomplishment? Because imagine you think, oh, if I'm done with school, if I do this school thing, to be honest.
So if you had the opportunity to say one thing to the president of the land, what would you say to the president?
He should look out for us, the youth. He should look out for us, because I don't see any developmental, anything about the youth. They don't even say it again. They don't talk about us again. The job opportunities they promise us, we can't hear anything about it. The factory, and we are not hearing anything about it. It's just about them. It's just about them. It's just about them. It's really sad. It's really sad. Because
let me ask the same question of Kofi. Kofi, if the president is listening or is before you right now, what would you want to say to the president of the land?
Personally, I have a bone to pick with the president, so I'm not sure it will be very pleasant. Because as you were querying Amma about how does she feel about politicians who promise heaven and earth but then delivers nothing. You see, as I was telling you, when completing national service in 2019, I actually started hunting for jobs. As Amma was saying, I also did. So through 2019, 2020, that there was no luck. Well, I resorted to the politicians because obviously that's an election season. So we were just going office to office. And then there came their manifesto. If you vote for this party, they are going to cancel NAPCO. We want to extend it. We want to do that. We will do this for you. We will do that. So trust me, sir. I voted for this particular party into power because of the NAPCO. Because I just told myself, well, at least maybe I can survive on that 699 for a bit until I get something to do. So, with your main question about talking to the president, I think he wouldn't listen. So there is no need. He wouldn't listen.
So as you listen to us, we have doctors, nurses, teachers who are leaving, and there are some people who are of the view that, listen, they should be patriotic, they should stay behind and work.
No.
You said to us this morning that you have assisted many people to leave Ghana.
No.
Here because
I wouldn't advise my worst enemy to stay here. No. Me ankasa se mi wosika. We should just leave it for them. At the end of the month, they take their 19,000 and 20,000. They should spend it here. They don't need us. Well, listen. Remember I told you I used to sell home use phones in Edum. With the selling of these things, I realized that I had some time on my hand because I was in a big shop. So I was sometimes I'll be watching YouTube videos, and mostly it's about America. The Americas, because I had a dream. And what I realized is that these people get paid based on hourly rate, their time rate. And you come to town, you open your shop around 6:30, and you are supposed to close the shop around 6:30. End of the month, you'll be given 300 cedis. If you calculate it, it's a total disrespect.
But Charlie, Kofi, are you aware? Amma and Kofi, are you guys aware that even abroad, in America, for example, there are people who are homeless. There are people who are jobless. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I know that. I know that. But guess what?
Kofi, let me listen to Amma first. I'll give you an opportunity, Kofi. Don't lose your thought flow. Amma, let me hear on this.
All right.
It's far better than being in Ghana. Imagine working for some hours outside, you are being paid for that. Even an hour, you are being paid for that. But in Ghana, working the whole day, 500 cedis. Imagine me being in Accra here receiving 500 cedis a month.
It's not about your lifestyle.
Cedis a month. So imagine.
Is it not about your lifestyle, how you live?
So just imagine, it's far better me working outside, me being US working for an hour, and I'm being paid $10 an hour, it's worth it, to be honest. It's really worth it than being in Ghana.
You see, if everybody goes, what would be the state of Ghana then?
In fact, should a slave ship arrive at the harbor right now, and there should be a bell, I'll be the first person to board it. I'm telling you, it's better to work my ass off for a white man.
Yes.
To do whatever we are doing over here.
Wow.
You know, as an accounting graduate, actually right now I'm a professional electrician. I've learned that trade because staying at home got me depressed. I got my hands doing something, and now, well, that's how I'm living. Something small, yeah. You see, the day goes by, and then you get something for cocoa in the evening.
Kofi, when do you intend to get married?
Come again, sir.
When do you intend to get married?
When I get a better job, trust me.
So even if it's going to be at the age of 45 or 50, you're going to wait?
Actually, I'm 27 now. Should I get a job now, which is very lucrative, or should I get the opportunity to travel today? Next year by now, I will be called Mr. Because there are some things that I think a life partner would have helped me in it. You see, I actually was in a serious relationship recently. I broke up. It was my fault. Why did I break up? Because the lady was well established. I wouldn't say she was well to do. She was rich. She was a boss in the local government sector. You see, so you see how intimidating that would be.
So if you say you'd rather be a slave in a white man's country, why wouldn't you rather be in this relationship with this woman? And then even if it's uncomfortable, at least she's sorting you out.
Should she take me out? I just don't want this country again.
I hear you, Kofi. And Amma, when I was talking again, I had in mind, but you're a woman. I'm told that you're well endowed and pretty and all that. Don't you have a boyfriend who can support you and assist you?
No, I have, but he also job hunting now. We are really ready to get married, but where is the money? So if he gets the job today, we'll get married tomorrow, to be honest. But the way things are going...
Amma, what is the worst thing you've ever done for money under your hustling? What is the worst thing you've done for money?
Please come again.
I'm saying that you're hustling right now. What is the worst thing you've ever done to get money?
The worst? I think I stole money from the person I work for because I needed that money badly.
How much are we talking about? How much did you steal?
I need to lie. That was 200 cedis. I need to lie. I was supposed to go to Kumasi to write Lancaster exams so that I could be posted. So I was not having money. Imagine asking the person for help and the person is not minding me. So I need to lie about that money. I stole it, to be honest. I didn't ask before taking it, so that is stealing. So I stole it.
Have you returned it? Have you placed it back?
I'm still waiting by the end of the month. If I get some money, I need to put it back. He's not away. I'm just being carried forward for him. So that's it. He's not away.
And Amma, thank you very much for your time. And at the age of 27, Amma, how old are you?
I'm 27.
You're also 27. Is your mother still supporting you, assisting you?
Please come again.
Is your mother still supporting or assisting you?
Yes, she does sometimes, but sometimes I feel very, very shy to ask her. Imagine a grown woman like me asking my mom for money, always having a boyfriend too, but still asking your mom for money. She's really
thank you very much for your time this morning. And what one said was that even she has to ask her mother for money for pad. Charlie, Kofi and Amma, thank you very much. And if you heard these stories, is your story any different? Do you still have hope in this country, you can send us voice messages to 055 1111995. That's our WhatsApp number. Share your thoughts with us. And we don't want anybody to come in this morning to say they're judging any of our callers and the persons we spoke to. And that Amma, for example, says that if she were sure to get a job, she would have slept with somebody, or she says she stole money. We're not looking for that. All right? We're not here to play the blame game or anything like that. We want to hear your own story. If you're a young person in this country, for how long have you been searching for a job if you don't have a job yet? For how long have you been searching for a job? Do you even think that you have the right skills, the right knowledge to get if you're given a job to even give off your very best? You can call us now on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. You can call us now and let's hear you. Again, you know our WhatsApp number, 055 1111995. Leo, what do you make of what you heard, the two young ones say?
I can understand their sentiments, and I'm not surprised at all of all the things that he said. One saying she would give her body if she was sure she was going to get a job. Being tempted to take money that does not belong to her.
Guy saying that what? Yeah. He was dating somebody who's even richer.
Yeah.
I had to call up the relationship.
Yeah.
Rather want to be slave in somebody else's country.
The sad thing is this is stories that are coming from people who are educated.
Yeah.
Who have the hope that when they go through the system, then there's going to be jobs for them. But then this is the situation that is facing them. Imagine.
Let's go to the phone lines, please. Don't lose your thought. Let's go down to the phone lines, and then we'll come back into the studios and have your own view of what you think of the situation. So call us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. Erasmus is on the line. Kelvin, I see you on the monitor as well. I see Richard on the monitor as well. All of you, please hold the line for me. But let's start off with Erasmus. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Dave.
Yes, sir. Let's hear, boss.
Uncle Dave, it's heartbreaking. There are people with serious stories than what Amma and Kofi have just said. And you see, when you say some of these things, you have people out there who, for some reason, they will get up and throw accusing hands on these young ones. David, thousands of students have graduated and they are home. I have a friend who graduated with my wife in 2011. David, he has to stay home until just last year. And even with the job that he had to pay close to 17,000. This is somebody with a wife and children. David, and you have leaders here who get up and say certain things. Sometimes when they speak, I feel like speaking or spitting on them. When we have young men and women out there with talent, staying at home after parents have paid so much and are not getting any job to do, and they are not even ashamed of themselves. David, I think if
thank you very much, Erasmus, for joining us. Let's now speak to Kelvin. Hi, Kelvin. Good morning.
Hello?
Kelvin.
Good morning, Dave.
Okay, so Richie Opoku is on the line. Hi, Richie. Good morning.
Good morning, Dave.
Well, so Kelvin, we lost you. I would like to hear your own story. So, Kelvin, call us back, all right? Thank you very much, Kelvin. Go ahead.
Okay, so Dave, I quite remember when I graduated and I was looking for a job. There was this initiative by the National Service Scheme called Voluntary Service. So I had to do the voluntary service, thinking that when I'm done, by the time I'm done with voluntary service, I'll get a job. The voluntary service period elapsed and I still don't have a job. So do you know what I did? I was teaching in a kindergarten school. Can you imagine? A graduate. But Charlie, it was all because I wanted to get my hands on something. Now, I got an interview in one of the government institutions. After the interview, I was told that I've really done well in the interview. But the last question they posed to me will determine whether I will be taken or not. And the question is, do you know somebody here? And lo and behold, I didn't know anybody there. And that was just it, Charlie. So it means that my lecturer used to tell me, in Ghana, to get a job, you should know someone who also knows someone, and that person also knows someone. Other than that, Dave, Obenin Nemusha is very, very serious.
It has changed. Right? It is who knows you. It's not about you knowing somebody. It's about who knows you. Thank you very much, Richard. Bonsu, good morning.
And that person.
Hello, Bonsu. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Yes, welcome, Bonsu. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I listened to my brother Kofi and then Amma. One thing I've realized, my brother, most of us graduates, one problem we have is we are too gross with what we study at school. Some of us were very fortunate to us we were in school, that we were enlightened about not fixing our minds so much on what we are learning at schools, and that we should come up with something. I was fortunate to meet one man who told me that we are educated to be enlightened, to generate something for ourselves, and not necessarily waiting on any government to recruit us into any institution. So I was fortunate enough to come up with a business before even graduation. And fortunately for me, I graduated way back in 2008. And I had employment after graduating, but I realized even what I was earning for my personal business was far better than what I was being paid at the government sector. So after about 3 years, I resigned. I'm a medical laboratory scientist, but I had to resign and set up my own business. And today, that's what I've been doing. So one thing I will advise most of our youth to do is, whilst you are being schooled, come up with something. That's why we are being educated. Let's create something per what we have been taught. And one thing being told from infancy is that once you are being educated, you should wait till you are employed by the government. But that is not it.
Can you tell me, before you go, what job are you into? What business are you running?
Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I have 3 shops. I have one in Kumasi. I have 2 in Obuasi.
What are you trading? What is the business, direction?
It's these soft drinks, sales of these soft drinks and all those things.
I hear you, Bosu. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Sledge, happy birthday to you, by the way, and welcome.
Thank you, David. Ghana, one name I represent Ghana, whom you know. But a country which is being run with whom you know. How can the youth have hope in Ghana? David, Ghana, the youth in Ghana here are staying by plan. They are doing catastrophic experience. Even those of us that are watching, what we get is just from hand to mouth. David, the youth in Ghana here, I always say it, they are waiting our years. Wasting of our years. David, I wish like the youth for Ghana in Akupa Abuchi Vietnam. Because if you can go to UK, US, within a month, you can make an amount which is about 5 times what you are earning here. Why should you stay in Ghana here? It's only the big men who are enjoying. How many youth can boast of having something like maybe 50,000, 20,000 in their account? How many youth can save like 1,000 Ghana in a month? Maybe Ghana is the same state.
Slash there 0322083596 83597 83598. We're talking about the youth of today and what the future looks like for them as Ghanaians. What's your story? Are you a youth? Make of your own situation. Stephen is on the line. Hi, Steve.
Hello, Dave. Good morning.
Good morning, Stephen. Welcome, sir.
Dave, it's very sad when we hear the youth come out with stories like this. I am a victim too. I completed university in 2017, had my service, and then it's not been easy at all to date. I had to come back to Kumasi after my service at Accra, and then I had to teach at this. I don't know whether to be right to even put out the name there, but I was being given 400 cedis a month, and then during my interviews, there's 400 cedis you are being given. If you like, you take it. If you don't, and they didn't seem to care. And I understand them because there are a lot of youth, there are a lot of graduates out there who are unemployed. And so if you think 400 cedis is not enough for you, you can go and you get an equally good or an equal graduate to take up the position. I read education in the University of Cape Coast. And then now we are not being posted. It's only those graduates from the training college or the College of Education is now. It's sad. Last year, my mom had to she was bedridden because of stroke. Just yesterday, we had to send her to Kumasi South Hospital. We are 3, and I'm the second of their children. The younger one is still in school. The elder one is also not working. He did, I think, biochemistry in Legon. He has done a master of molecular biology in Kenya University, and he's still not employed. So it's very sad. Now, if you have all these things going on, what do? You're asking Kwame and Ama about marriage. I thought of getting married in 2019, but in 2023, and I don't have a thing to start life, not to talk about getting married. So it's unfortunate that we have these politicians, we have this leadership that seem not to care, and they come out with erroneous and myopic thoughts and then promises. It's saddening. And then we all wish our country well.
Stephen, thank you very much for joining us. Johnny, good morning.
Yeah. Very good morning.
Hi, Johnny. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. I really sympathize with the young guys in the studio. It is true that there are no jobs in Ghana. But let's just look at it the other way around. There are certain jobs that our young guys don't want to do. All those who are playing, call all of them and tell them that you have a job that they will go out as marketing job. They tell you they don't want to work. Some of them have gone to do marketing in the university or in the polytechnics or now called a technical university. They tell you they don't want to go out and do marketing job. They want to sit in the office. I have a lot of job on my hand here, a marketing job, which they can take more than what NAPCO personnel take. So,
Johnny, indulge me. Let me ask 2 questions. What would they be marketing?
We sell we insurance companies and walk to any insurance.
Hold on for me. I mean, John, let's take this one after the other. What would they be marketing? Insurance, you said, yes?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Question is,
so I'm saying that
many Ghanaians are willing to have insurance such that if that person decides to walk through the sun, and I'm not saying the marketing is bad, but the person, how certain is he that he's going to get many people take up insurance policies? But he's going to be paid on commission. So if he's not getting enough people to get on board, he'll be reluctant to do that job.
David, I tell you honestly, we have them here. Look, we do micro insurance. You walk all these women started selling. Almost every woman wants to do micro insurance. It is a form of susu. You go there, look, in a day, you can get as many as 10. A lady came here and I said, look, we have another option for you. All that you go to institution like tech. You go to an institution, organize the people, talk to the people. I will go and talk to them. Whatever they do, you have your commission. They will do it.
Johnny, we hear you. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. But the question is, if the person goes out there to market whatever product, and people are patronizing or buying, and his commission is really assured, the person will do it. But when you do it for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you don't get a positive response from the public out there, you become frustrated, and you stop. Ken, good morning.
Good morning, David.
Welcome, sir.
Now, you see, this story, when I get some capital, I just leave and then employ and get myself employed in farming. David, there is something that we are refusing to talk about, which has to do with the dependent rate. Now, if I'm here taking 1,500 at the end of the month, my friends, my family, they are out there, and then they are not getting job to do. So, me, the one working, they will depend on me. I have other bills to pay. So if people come out with the idea that we should, the youth of today are not preparing to get themselves something or innovate or employ themselves, look, it's not that easy. Where is the capital? You have the idea. Where is the capital? So it's for us to blame the government so that they can help the youth of today. look, the dependent rate, those who are out there, those who completed so many years ago, and they are not getting job to do, even when they have the idea, like I said, where would they get a capital? Like somebody talk about, he engaging in this soft drink. You are fortunate to get somebody to aid you with capital. So you think it's easy. David.
Can I hear you? Let's pick 2 more calls and then we wrap up on the phone lines. At least they would have picked about 10 calls. That's what we targeted to do this morning. So, Christoph, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David. How are you, sir?
I'm well, my brother. Thanks,
David, I want to tackle the man who raised the issue of insurance before even my main issue. David, they will come on radio and say there's a job. Come, you go, David. You go and see something irritating. David, how many people here in Ghana will even want to buy into insurance? Because they are not even faithful. You have a problem, you want to claim insurance, it becomes problem. So people are not even willing to.
So that's why I began by saying, Chris, focus on your own story. Let's hear you. He said his. You can choose to disagree with him, but let's hear your story. We don't have too much time. Go.
Okay, David. Yesterday I watched the news. They said from the Ghana Statistical Service that 850,000 Ghanaians have been run into poverty because of high prices of food. David, gone were the days when you say common food or ordinary food. But now in Ghana, you can't say common food. You can't say ordinary food because the food has become luxury and luxury for that matter. David, there are no clear-cut policies for the youth. David, look at how this government treated NAPCO trainees. NAPCO trainees, our nephews, our nieces, and all our sons and daughters, look at the way they were treated. Meanwhile, this government made a lot of gains about NAPCO. They won election because NAPCO helped them because they voted for them. But look at the way they were treated, like trash for a whole year. They've not been paid.
I hear you, Christoph. Let's speak to Kofi. Good morning, sir.
Morning. Good morning. Happy birthday to Kofi Adedumfe, wherever he is. Dave, the young man and the young woman you interviewed, the young man said something that we need attitudinal change. I mean, attitudinal overhaul from even children that are yet unborn. I agree with him, but he should take the lead. If you have the youth who are cowards, they can make it. This is the country where our leaders, they are more or less recalcitrant. They don't listen to who? And you are a youth, you don't have a job. You are given opportunities to speak on radio for the leaders to hear, and you don't want your name to be mentioned. You want to speak in disguise, and you are calling people to change our attitude. If you have youth that are cowards, they will continue to lament. I tell you, in 1979, when we began saying we no go sit down, make them cheaters every day, they are bigger. It is the youth who chanted that. And you are given opportunity and you don't want people to know your name because you have job. They have job. The young man and the young woman, they have job. That is why they don't want their names to be mentioned. Else, they might be sacked from their job. This is cowardness. Thank you.
Well, Kofi, I hear you. Our final caller, I'm told, is in Kwabena. Welcome, sir.
David, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
I think for once, David, I'll disagree with you on your posture around the insurance system. I actually come from an insurance background, and I'll be so happy, I'll be glad that I'll pick you to the office and show you evidence of how much salespeople earn. David, it will shock you. And I get your position that insurance penetration is very low. And that clearly gives an opportunity for people. David, I think that our youth should know that the legwork is also an opportunity for them. People do not want to sweat. Everybody thinks that he can be in the office and earn a certain amount. David, in your office, we can't have two presenters. We can't have two managers. And as such, there are certain opportunities that the youth should know that if they go through, you mentioned situations that people will come to an insurance company 2-3 weeks, they don't get returns and they leave. But I can tell you that people have done this. David, I have a regional manager. I'm actually an executive for an insurance company. And those people earn more than I do. This is a business that you do. You determine how much you earn at the end of the month. And people do not want to do it simply because I am a degree holder, I'm an HND holder, and that is the problem, David. So I feel that the youth should know that less work is also.
I hear you, Kwabena.
Thank you.
I hear you, Kwabena. But I was talking in terms of percentages. That's what I had in mind when I was speaking. That yes, some people will be doing it. They will be earning something at the end of the month, most definitely. But how many people? What's the percentage? What's the ratio like? But I'm happy that you're a manager for one of the insurance companies and you have come through with this. So if you're a youth and you're listening, and you have heard that, listen, there are people who are making money from it. Why don't you also grab the opportunity and make some money from it? Can we do some WhatsApp, messages now?
Good morning, Dave. This is Isaac. You see, there is no clear strategic plan for this country. The youth are unable to identify a clear future for their lives whilst living in this country. Like Eugene have been saying, this country is being governed by Ishala and vibes. It is a pay-as-you-go country. When we wake up, we eat what is available and borrow the next day if we don't have. Okay, so it is better for the youth to leave the country and seek for greener pastures, because while living here, they are not even getting jobs. When they go, they are asked to pay bribe or exchange sex for jobs. Okay, so I mean, you don't know the clear pathway our leaders are following to take this country out of this mess, and this is even being bedeviled by the destruction of our water bodies. Whilst statistics or data exist of health implications of these actions, our leaders do not care about it, because for.
All right, thank you very much.
Good morning to Ipu this morning, Laugh FM. You're doing a great job. My name is Peter. In fact, I am fully employed. I'm a nurse, but I want to tell you that, as the guy said, if they put a ship at this harbor and access to enter, I'll be number one to run away. This country is not worth dying for. Please, as I say, I'm a nurse. I take care of patients, and the patient intend to advise, why are you wasting your time here? You work so hard. Why don't you leave this country? So please, this country is hopeless. There's no hope for even those who are working, except the politicians. Good morning once again.
Well, all I will say is,
Mr. David, good morning. This is Herman speaking from Edum. The situation is very, very, very bad. There's nothing for us, the young people here. There's nothing for us. If you are born in Ghana and you are youth, no, just know that there's nothing. Unless, of course, you have connections and you have people who will link you to places. Because politicians and the big people, they already have people who are going to come to their place when they are no more at those offices. That is their children. Imagine, I was listening to your news items when they said nurses are leaving this country for other countries. It is in the right place, because you can't finish work and be in the house. But when you go to tech hospital, there are no nurses there to help to attend to you. Meanwhile, they are saying we have deficiency in number of nurses, and nurses are home. My sister completed 2019 and she's in the house. So what will prevent her from leaving if she gets an opportunity? So there's nothing for us. If you have the opportunity, travel out.
Now, take a listen to this one as well.
Mr. Dave, good morning to you and to the entire team. Mr. Dave, this is Masu recording from Achiansi Imam. Mr. Dave, those who know me know that I never dreamt of leaving this country, because I always have hope in this country. But as we speak, the way things are going, Mr. Dave, some of us, especially me, myself, have started reviewing my notes serious. With a little chance, Mr. Dave, I'll go and make money.
Well, a little chance I'll go and make money. Everybody wants to leave Ghana. So when we all leave, who's going to stay behind and help Ghana do better? Well, that's where we draw the curtain on to this edition of Love in the Morning. We'll bring you some more interesting conversations next Monday through to Friday and the days and the weeks ahead. But as I said, now we're crossing over to Joy 99.7 for that conversation. Why do men lie? Stay tuned for that.
Morning Show.
This is what I'm doing for us and women have understood them. But there are instances also that the one you love is the one you don't tell anything because you have the fear of losing that person. And so it depends on the circumstances.
I guess you're right. And because there could be several circumstances leading to several answers, we like to keep things on an even keel. So we assume all things being equal, right? So you're dating two women. There are no special circumstances around it. There are two women of equal sentiment and equal, whatever. So there is no special circumstances, right? In such a situation, if you tell the truth to one of them, that, look, I'm dating two women, you are one of them, and you lie to the other one, you tell her, you're the only one I'm dating, which of them do you love? Or which of them do you care about more? Right? That's the question here. We're keeping it on an even keel, all things being equal. Which of them do you care about more? This is an insight into the mind of the typical man. And today we're going to discuss it even further, so don't miss it. Before that, though, there's something we've been talking about for some time now. It's becoming it's taking a national character, and we need to probe it a little bit further. I'll tell you what it is in just a moment, but not before I say another big thank you to the amazing crew at Safari Valley Eco Park for the fantastic birthday spread they laid out for me. I'll never forget it. I mean, I've had birthdays before, but Charlie, Safari Valley really made it quite a memorable event, and I'm so grateful to them. And listen, you can enjoy it too, because they've created an environment that fosters harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, humans, and wildlife. So go and check out their zebra, sable, antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, animals you might have to travel thousands of miles to see. They are right here in Ghana for your enjoyment, and many others. Of course, you can come and experience these majestic creatures at a starting price of only 250 Ghana cedis. Okay, it's free for children up to 6 years, and it's only an hour drive from Accra. That's the best part of it. Okay, so from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. each day, they are open, and you can go and enjoy Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. If you want to know more, go to safarivalleyresort.com, check out Safari Valley on Instagram, or just call 059-691-4394.
Well, Absa Bank says they know that life is go, 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 and it's hard to make time for the things that really count. So they won't let banking get you in your way. That's why with Absa's digital channels, you can bank when, where, and how you want, so you can focus on what or who's important to you. Banking has never been this easy. Transfer funds into your savings account, pay your old school union dues and your DSTV subscription, and many more with a click on your phone. Get things done simply with Absa's digital channels. That's Africanacity, that's Absa. Terms and conditions apply. Visit absa.com.gh for further details.
Mampacho mi pie meba sesie.
When we say me ye aduane, we say me kokuru maba. Akagadu ni garlic na ma wo huru egu asanga no.
Emi ya na me hihye me nsa. Me mpese bebubu.
Onua e natural. Eno na ba dintina abena wemu na nyim da mi. Mankasa no ho. Me so ontwu akagadu na garlic nfa mam. Na wemu na nyim da mi yo. Na tiwala ndem bi so. What you spice to what? Atanka me pemi bibia natural. Anti sankofa natural spice. Anti nanka. O say the maranka sa me pemi be natural anti. Sankofa natural spices. Ana na mi so. Enchiri nyim. Preservative nyim. Enya ankasa ye krom ha to fudi na wode ye. Kakadu enkete brakete. O ye de ebetwu bibiara.
Sankofa natural spices.
So I'm not sure ankasa. Nti wo bibi dem na etum de siem. Sisi ade ye nyed me a membre. Menya mi bibia natural. Sorry ko.
This advert is FDA approved.
I love it.
Kumasi, the biggest event is about to happen. Millionaires Playground. Spend the bag in Comerica. The date is the 22nd of July 2023. Right inside the Void nightclub, SG Moa, the first floor. That's where the party is happening. We'll party with the Sekum Sikedi, the chat says it's Mega Jack. Ochema no Chimatisa Monche anymore. Oh, Kenneth YG with the Saka Boys coming through to make sure we'll let it up the party for you. Party starts at exactly 10 p.m. Yes, with DJ hashtag DJ Rooney MC Alvin MC Lifestyle. Rate is a cool sister cities for single and 100 Ghana cities for double. For table and ticket reservations, call us right away 054-585-4318 or 024 385-4242. Millionaires Playground, Charlie Bombes, and the Antibaga Saba, also seek us social media. So make sure you're coming through. We're partying so hard. 22nd July, SG Ball Devoy Nightclub. Or say come see Kenny. Okay, that's how we do it.
Hey, you ever buy credits where you get up to 20% of your money back before? Make I tell you about Vodafone's demo promo. See, anytime you recharge a demo, you get up to 20%, whether it be short code or your Vodafone cash wallet, or you use credit transfer to your number or someone else. And now you be high tech, so you use my Vodafone app or any payment app. However you do, Vodafone go send you up to 20% cash back into your Vodafone cash account. We'll reload here, but then you enter. Top up your airtime with 5 Ghana cedi or more in Vodafone's demo promotion and receive 20% of your money back straight into your Vodafone cash wallet. Recharge and cash out in the Vodafone demo promotion.
Vodafone, further together.
The other day, as I was in my kitchen,
Morning Show. A friend of our show, somebody we bounce ideas off very often because, of course, he's a thought leader. He is a fellow at CDD. I'm talking, of course, about Kwame Sapong Asiedu. We'll be sharing some thoughts with us on this all-important topic because, look, we need to figure it out if our society is going to see any impactful movement and change. Kwame Sapong Asiedu joins us via Zoom. Kwame, it's always a pleasure to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, Kojo. It's always a pleasure to speak to you too.
Thank you. All right, so let's start with this, okay? I'm sure you all remember when these words were uttered.
You know the tax I pay, Osofo. Sometimes when my this thing come and I see the tax that I've paid, but at the same time I said, praise be to the Lord we serve, because it's going to build our nation. Then when my tax goes, you babies with sharp teeth, you are stealing the money and you don't want us to talk. We will talk today, we will talk tomorrow.
When men of God, and many times when men of God become quiet, and moral society who should speak and then become very loud when another government is in, we must seem to be balanced, to be non-partisan. We must not shout "Jansafo we're here" in one government and then go quiet in another one. We must always speak truth to whoever is in office, because it affects the lives of our congregation.
Yes, we're supposed to take it over from here. And
exactly.
Yes, so it doesn't help when some are not talking, when some are quiet, especially when we know how loud and booming their voices can be. Okay, so Kwame, these conversations have been going on now, for some days, and they've sparked quite a reaction. But we're still not getting to the crux of it. We're still not understanding what is the situation with the middle class in Ghana today? Are they fine? Are they okay? Are they not feeling the brunt of hardships like they were back when Doomsaw was a problem, when John Mahama was president? Where is the middle class? Are they okay? Are they fine? Should we be worried?
Well, Kojo, thanks. The middle class is exactly where they've been ever since this country called Ghana got independence. The truth of the matter is that sometimes apathy sets in, sometimes lethargy sets in. And it does because there is a broader conversation that has to be had as to over politicization of conversations when it comes to Ghana. And the fact that we are not actually frauding the bigger picture of what our democracy is delivering to us and the dividends thereof that we're receiving. So it's made a lot of people sit on the fence because some of them think, well, if I go and talk, I'm going to be boxed that I'm either NPP or an NDC, or that I'm talking because I want a political appointment or because I want a contract and all that. And some, obviously, have spoken in the past and now have political appointments or contracts and therefore have gone quiet. So there's a number of things that is affecting the middle class and why they are not speaking up.
I'm wondering, though, does that mean something has changed since the last time they spoke up? Because, I mean, we saw how vocal they became, under Mahama when they all gathered at, it was Sutherland Children's Park and demonstrated. At that time, they decided that it was more important to speak out than to cower behind the fear of politicization and being tagged. They decided that it was more important to speak. What is the difference in circumstance between then and now, which makes them prefer to cower behind, the fear of politicization this time around?
I don't think there's a lot of circumstantial differentiation here. I think the bigger picture is the fact that, yes, in those times they went with us for Sutherland Park, there was the Red Friday, there were all sorts of things. But a lot of them haven't seen the dividend, and that's why I go to the bigger picture, the dividend of their actions manifesting in their lives. For example, if you look at many parameters when it comes to our national development, be it from agriculture, be it from health, be it from education, they do not see the dividend for which they put in their sweat and toil. And sometimes it seems as if you look at some of the dividends and we've actually retrogressed. I can speak to the health information a bit later in this conversation.
Right.
So the bigger picture then becomes, is this democracy delivering for us a dividend? And do we need to bring in a lot more people to have these conversations devoid of the politicization of NDC or NPP? Because I tell you what, when the outcomes of our democratic experiment do not meet the requirements, we all suffer.